Um, so when you do these policies and you take a long-term view, our view is business can be a calling, like doctors have a calling, business can be a calling, because you provide so many essential services to a community. If you can look after the needs of your customers, employees, communities which you operate, finally make a return for your shareholders. I wanted to share with you my experience in Ireland, very similar to Greece. It went through a very tough time. 2011, the Irish economy bottomed out. It was down 15%, half of what happened in Greece. Unemployment went to 14%. 10-year rates, government rates went to 14%, and the country of Ireland could not borrow any money. No one would lend Ireland any money. Today, the rates are less than 1% for 10 years, 0.85%. I went back and I looked at what the EU, IMF, and the Irish Department of Finance said at the time. 2012, 2013, they're looking in the future. They predicted the economy would go 1 to 2.5% next few years. Here's what happened in Ireland. 2014, 4.8%. 2015, 7.8%, almost 8%. And 2016, last year, 5.2%. All my point is these are very good people, they're conservative, but they can't predict what will happen when you have come down significantly and you're on the rise. So what can Greece do now at this point? You know, I wanted to say we came to Greece because of Mr. Samaras in 2013. I want to thank him for being very hospitable, inviting us to Greece. But the present government, led by the Prime Minister, Mr. Tsipras, has done all that the Troika wanted it to do. It was tough for the Prime Minister to do this, but he has done it. I want to congratulate him and the Finance Minister for completing a very difficult task, and not what I am sure he wanted to do. But he's done it, and it's behind us. Now, as you know, and he knows, it's important to complete the second program review as quickly as possible. Because what Greece needs, and what Ireland had, is take out the uncertainty. You have to take out the uncertainty. I would recommend, in my experience, the government has business-friendly policies for business to provide employment. In fact, I would suggest to the government, to the Prime Minister, have Greece be the best place to do business, one of the best places in the world to do business. You've got such wonderful weather, you've got terrific people. No reason you can't be among the best places to do business. Of course, you have to broaden the tax base, and I think the Prime Minister, Finance Minister are already doing that, collect taxes. Lots have already been done, as he talked about, in terms of credit cards and that type of thing for payments, to getting away from a cash economy. Greek bonds should be a part of the QE now. The government, Mr. Tsipras, the Prime Minister is going to try, with the Finance Minister, going to try that, but that's something that should happen. And as he said, the capital controls should be removed. Cyprus had them for 2 years. They removed it. Money came in. Greece is now in June, 2 years for capital controls. Remove it. Money will come in. Deposits will come in. They won't go out. And you have to do that. Finally, Greece today does not have access to the bond market. That's why you're going to the EU for $7 billion, and you have to get it from there. The United States of America, the biggest, largest country in the world, will go bankrupt if it didn't have access to the bond market. So if it had $4 billion due or $10 billion due, a bond matures, and if they couldn't access and refinance it, they wouldn't be able to they wouldn't be able to survive. No country can survive. And that's what Greece is. But I'm suggesting to you, if you do these things, you'll get access to the bond market, you'll get control of your destiny again. And I think, and I'm an optimist, and I think all of these things will happen in Greece. And we look back, you went through a really, really tough period, but that'll be behind you. So let me just end by quoting the French Rothschilds. The French Rothschilds are very smart, and they had a saying in French. My French is not very good, but here's what the saying goes: Achetez au Canyon, vendez au Clarion. In English, it goes like this: buy when you hear the sound of cannon, sell when you hear the sound of trumpets. And I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, for Greece, I hear the sound of cannon. So thank you again for inviting me to speak in front of you, and I really appreciate it. Thank you.